All right, questions?
Nneka, just looking at that box score now, what things are kind of jumping out at you?
And I was just telling JC, I said the first things that I look at are the plus minus and the turnovers. JC was the only one in the plus. She was the only one who had a positive plus minus. So that's what I see. I had a turnover that I could have changed, but that's just like, irrelevant to like even the game. That's just generally what I look at.
So they kind of had control when it came to points in the paint. What do you think you guys can do better as far as like stopping them when it comes to scoring in the paint, and what you guys can do better as far as scoring when it comes to points in the paint?
Stopping them or just like in general?
Yeah, just in
specifically
general,
the aces.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can get back in transition better. With the big lineup, we have to understand that you just going to somebody. You can't focus on going to the player that you're guarding. And a team like that, they're going to make you pay. So we have to do that better. And then I think too, like we did a better job of aggression on the ball, but we need to have some type of help side when someone's driving into the lane.
This game compared to last game you guys played, you guys were able to keep them from scoring like last game. What do you think the difference was in the way you guys played this game?
The aces?
Yeah.
Keep them from scoring? They had 39 in the first quarter last game.
Compared to this game, what was the difference? What did you guys implement that was different?
You're saying this game was better.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
I was like,
No.
I was like, nah, last game was worse. I mean, we kind of had more of a game plan to not overhelp, sometimes bringing too many players to the ball caused too much distortion on the weak side. So we wanted to commit to, being more one-on-one. And you can add, I'm like answering all the questions right now, but that's what we wanted to do. Also, of course, last game, I mean, they set a record with scoring threes. So we did not want that to happen again. And for the most part, it kept us in the game longer than last time. But I also think that transition, like we kept them 1 point under their average, but still like we have to do better in getting back and supporting, especially post players, supporting our guards.
Jordin, when it comes to like the guards today, you guys had open looks. It's just like you had a tough time knocking them down. Were you guys kind of pressing because they were able to jump out to the lead? What was going on there?
I think we were just in our heads, to be honest with you. Coach Fred talked about if we get the ball, we have to shoot it with confidence. Our teammates instilling confidence in us when we get the ball, just to shoot it. And I think in the first half and throughout the game, we kind of just hesitated a little bit and we were in our own head. So I think that was the only difference. And, we're going to continue to work at it and get in the gym and get some shots up. But I think, just being in our head this game caused us to hesitate a little bit more.
Jordin, why do you think that was, just being in your head today?
I could not tell you, honestly. I just think, like I said, we got to have the confidence to knock it down. And we got to know when the ball's reversed or when it's reversed to the weak side, we got to be able to shoot with confidence. And I think, I don't know what it was. I know I was in my own head. So I really couldn't tell you why. That's just how it went tonight.
Ladies, you guys were in contention in the first quarter, 25-18. In the second quarter, things, got out of hand. What did you all see in the second quarter that caused the game to slip away?
I think it was our transition defense, honestly,
Yeah.
And it allowed them to get out and run. And also, I think in that second quarter, they kind of hit, timely threes, and allowed them to gain that lead. But I think it was mostly the transition defense, just not getting back. And, we were trying to drive them off the 3-point line and attacking and not being in 2-9 and not helping and then allowing them to shoot wide open threes. And I think that's when they got hot. And I mean, as you can see, they scored 27 in the second quarter. So I think that's honestly where we kind of had our slippage.
Ladies, Coach Fred said that he wanted to kind of change things up as far as alignment and transitioning players in and out of the game. Did you guys feel that? And did you feel that there were moments where you were like, okay, this is working and this is clicking?
Yeah, I feel like there was flow. There was flow today. One thing that I like that Coach Fred did today is like I like it when he plays JC and Kennedy together. I think it offers a really different perspective, especially with how quick both of them are. And then also just getting more rotations from the post. We still have some chemistry that we need to build. We still have some synergy that we need to build. But to get a bulk of people in there is good. I think that's always good. I think everyone got in. Yeah, everyone got in.
So the 50th anniversary of Title IX is coming up. How important is it to continue to push for equal treatment in sports?
It's important so people stop asking us that question.
Right.
That's just how I feel. No disrespect. It's just like we're celebrating it, but we're still fighting for it, you know? Granted, we live in a world where women's basketball was always a thing. So it's doing what it was meant to do. But I think a lot of people thought that the buck stopped there. That's not where it stops. For me, I want to live in a world where talking about equity and equality is no longer a thing. We're just living it and it's expectation. And so we stand on the backs of several amazing pioneers that did what they could for us to be here talking to you guys after playing the game in Crypto Arena, you know? But we still have to uphold their legacy and figure out what we can do. I mean, as women in sport, we just got to make some noise. It's on everyone else to listen.
Time for two more.
Jordin, going back to you playing with Kennedy together, what's that like for you? How do you like that pairing?
I mean, I love it. I think it allows us to get into the paint attack and push and transition. You know, it doesn't matter who has the ball, whether it's me or Kennedy. We can both call a play. We can both play off the ball. And it allows us to attack and get into the paint and kick out to our shooters or get it into the post. So I like when we're in together because it pushes the pace and it allows us to, and also defensively too. I think, you know, when me and Kennedy are aggressive, we're able to get out and transition more and score. So I love that, you know, tonight we were in, you know, more than any other game that we've had so far. So
Last question.
Yeah, Jordan, as a point guard, what is your mindset coming into a game playing against the top team in the WNBA?
I know it starts with me just being aggressive on the defensive end and making sure I get my teammates involved. That's the most important. And then, you know, just allowing the game to come to me. I don't want to be that player that is trying to force things. You know, I want to be able to get everyone involved and, you know, just be aggressive on the defensive end and bring that energy spark that we need. And just trying to maintain the flow, maintain the leadership on the floor, making sure just everyone gets involved, everyone gets a touch. And then, you know, when the game comes to me, it comes to me, but not trying to force things.